absolute woman is nothing but sexuality, whereas the true man is sexual, but something else as well. We concur with that writer in seeing the profound symbolic meaning in the anatomical and bodily facts that the male sexual organs seem to be something limited, detached, and almost added onto the rest of a man's body from the outside, whereas the sexual organs of a woman go deep into her innermost flesh. Now, this sounds like a really odd point, right? But have you ever read, if you ever read like feminist literature, they're always talking about bodies, and like women are just obsessed with bodies all the time.
And
And
penetration
there's
as
something
well.
about like her own body that is, as there exists in a man a certain gap between himself and sexuality. He can know his own sexuality, whereas woman can be unaware of it and deny it, for she is nothing other than sexuality and is sexuality itself. A Hindu name for a woman is Kamini, or she who is made of desire, and that expresses the same meaning as the old Latin proverb, tota mulia sexus, the whole of woman is sex. Among other things, there is a link between that and the provocative character often shown without the least intention by very young and innocent women, and even by baby girls. This sounds really odd, right? But
Yeah,
even 3-year-old AAA can be a bit like can occasionally, be a bit coquettish or something.
I think
true.
it's important to divorce the sexual aspect from this. I think what it
Yes.
is that young girls are able.
We should note next, in a not dissimilar context, a special and almost unconscious narcissism within every woman, which lies in her feeling of potential pleasure that she can constitute for man. This she can relish by imagining that pleasure even outside of any real sexual relations. Moreover, Ellis was right when he wrote that woman thrives on sexuality and motherhood, which make her proper being function. There is no correlative of this for men. Let us add, unless he reaches in some way the higher dimension of sexual experience. On the Aphroditic side, the counterpart in man may rather be a certain loss of manhood, even if we leave aside the occult question with which we shall deal in the next question. On the Demeter side, so I mean, just so people know, Aphrodite is the lover part, right? Demeter is the mother part, and they relate to two different goddesses. Abstract thinking, right? Because in a weird way, they're just too self-centered. They have to bring things back to themselves. I mean, is this not true? Have you ever read a book of philosophy by a woman where she doesn't do this thing of bringing everything back to herself or her own relations, or
Yes, but rarely.
about women in some way?
Yes, but rarely.